안녕하세요. 한길TV의 주원도로담의 TV의 연경입니다. 반갑습니다. 오랜만에 뵙죠. 자, 오늘은 이게 좀 Judy, Moody and Friends를 읽을 건데요. 근데 이게 좀 길어서 우선 한 챕터 하고 또 두 챕터, 세 챕터, 네 챕터, 다섯 챕터, 여섯 챕터, 일곱 챕터, 여덟 챕터, 아홉 챕터, 열 챕터, 11챕터, 12챕터 이렇게 할 생각이고요. 그럼 시작해 보겠습니다. Judy, Moody and Friends. April Fool's Mr. Todd. April Fool's Mr. Todd. Chapter 1. April Fish and Spaghetti. Mr. Todd was the boss of Class 3T. As in WBT, world's best teacher, he wore waggy ties, penguins. He made up goofy songs on the guitar. Guinea pigs are not pigs. He liked treasure hunts for spelling words. The inchworm crayon was his favorite color, spring green. And he had the best sticker collection in all of Bergen, their school. Hot dog with awesome sauce. Well, that's cool, right? Today, Mr. Todd was changing his bulletin board. Down with snowflakes, up with spring. Who knows what special days are coming up in April? Mr. Todd asked. Hands shut up. Earth Day, Tax Day, Peanut Butter and Jelly Day, blah, blah, blah day, said Frank Pearl. The class got quiet. What? Said Frank. It's a real thing. April 17. Look it up. Mr. Todd checked his calendar and read out, blah, blah, blah day is a day to get things done that you've put up. Blah, said Judy. Class 3T cracked up. Oh, there's Judy and Judy's friends. And there's Mr. Todd, the teacher, the boss or teacher of Class 3T. Thinking of another special day, said Mr. Todd, that falls on the first of the month. My birthday, Judy squealed, but nobody heard her. They were all shouting, April Fool's Day! And what happens in April Fool's Day? Asked Mr. Todd. Funny stuff, pranks, jokes. That's right, said Mr. Todd. Has everybody ever heard of spaghetti trees? Spaghetti doesn't grow on trees, said Jessica Finch. True, but one April Fool's Day years ago, a new program in England reported that it was a good year for growing spaghetti. spaghetti. They even showed pictures of trees with spaghetti hanging from the branches. No way! Cuckoo. For real? People believed the report. They called the TV station to find out where they could get spaghetti trees seed. Everybody wanted one. Class 3T laughed their pants off. That's funny, right? Nobody really knows how April Fool's Day started, said Mr. Todd, but it's been around for hundreds of years. In France and Italy, they call it April Fish Day. April Fish Day? Is that when you skip school to go fishing? Said Rocky. No, said Mr. Todd. That's when you tape a picture of a fish onto somebody's back and see how long it takes them to figure it out. Rare, said Judy. In India, each spring they hold a festival called Holi. During Holi, people paint their faces with bright colors to welcome spring. That's colorful. And in Portugal, they throw flour on someone for an April Fool's joke. Iran may have the oldest joke day ever. They go on picnics and throw away all the green vegetables to keep away bad luck. No more spinach, said Frank, tossing it over his shoulder. In Scotland, they have Hunt the Cuckoo Day. That's cuckoo, said Judy. On that day, you send somebody on a fool's errand. What's a fool's errand? Asked Frank. It's like a pretend trip or a wild goose chase. Say, I sent you down to 4th grade to deliver the message, but there was no real message. Jessica Finch raised her hand. Question? Asked Mr. Todd. Comment, said Jessica. My dad played an April Fool's joke on me. You know how I like pink and pigs? While I was asleep, he took all the pink stuff out of my room and all the pink pigs too. When I woke up, my whole room was green and full of frogs. That's a good one, Frank said Mr. Todd. Frank told about the time his sister drew on April Fool's mustache on him while he was sleeping, and Judy laughed about putting a fake ice cube with a dead fly in the middle of it in Stink's glass of water. Did you ever have an April Fool's joke played on you, Mr. Todd? Judy asked. story, story, chanted class authority. Mr. Todd glanced at the clock. We have time for one story before we leave for a library class. Let's see. There was one time when I was a student teacher. Tallis, my sixth graders played a prank on me and got me good. They did put gummy worms in your apple. It was something worse than gummy worms, said Mr. Todd. Did they make you toothpaste or Oreos? Somebody asked. Something worse, said Mr. Todd. Did they face their desk backward? No, and nope. Ready for this? During recess, they phoned to have a bunch of pizzas delivered to our class. Class authority let out a gasp. The pizza guy showed up with a stack of pizza boxes as tall as the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I told him it had to be a mistake. That's when the whole class yelled, "April Fools! What did you do?" What could I do? I paid for the pizzas, and we had an April Fool's pizza party. Can we do that? Asked Frank. I think not, said Mr. Todd, but Mr. Todd's story gave Judy an idea, a best ever brainstorm. Judy Moody, could play an April Fool's joke on Mr. Todd. After all, they were learning about April Fool's Day. Thinking of a joke to play on Mr. Todd would be like homework, and pranking him on April Fool's Day would be extra credit. 네, 챕터 2네요. 여기서부터는 이제 다음 시간에 해보도록 하겠습니다. 지금 이 책을 다 읽기에는 좀 목이 아프고 계속하면 목이 아프거든요. 묵독하면 괜찮은데 묵독도 이제 여러 번 읽어드려야 되니까 묵독도 안 되거든요. 그래서 또 다음 영상에서 2 챕터를 해드리도록 하겠습니다. 많이 궁금하시죠? 그럼 주디 무리가 Mr. Todd한테 어떤 April Fool's joke를 할지 그럼 많이 기대해주세요. 그리고 다음 챕터를 보려면 요 아래에 있는 구독과 좋아요 여기 있는지 모르겠지만 어쨌든 구독과 좋아요 눌러주시길 바랍니다. 안녕.